Thanks so much for tuning into Zen's Workshop. Hope we're having a wonderful day. So today we are going to be talking about Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck. This is a witchy rom-com. I did not know this was a romance when I picked it up. I had an ARC that was sent to the bookstore that I work at. Grabbed it. All I saw was, oh, witchy book. Gimme, gimme. So I took it. Did not know it was a romance. I do not go looking for romance books. I don't mind romance in books, don't get me wrong. My best friend Gina, she loves romance. For me, the romance is secondary. I read for the story. I read for the characters. If there's romance in there, I'm not mad at it. If I'm so invested in the characters that I want the romance to flourish between them, I'm all here for it. Romance as a secondary feature in the book doesn't bother me. I just can't have it be the central focus of the book. That being said, I really did enjoy this book because, you know, the romance is there. It's slow burn from beginning to end, and I do love it because I become invested in these characters, and I become invested in Emerson and Jacob. Like, you get that tension right from the beginning. You get that sexual, romantic tension right from the get-go, but it doesn't steal the show. You know, it's just kind of like this added layer to the storytelling because the authors, they really do focus in on building up those characterizations and those character dynamics, which I really did love and appreciate. It follows Emerson Wilde, who discovers she's a witch. She has magic. She was just memory wiped to believe she didn't have magic, right? And when she's attacked by dark magic, she discovers it's not just this one incident. There is dark magic attacking her town. There's a freaking apocalypse that's on its way. So now she has to grab her friends and do what she does best. Form a plan to stop the apocalypse. I really did love Emerson. You know, she loves her friends. She's headstrong. She's determined. However, one of the things that bothered me was her ultra-feminism. I like to think of myself as a feminist. I think a lot of women nowadays, we like to think of ourselves as feminist, you know? What bothers me, though, is, God, sometimes her attack of the patriarchy, it comes off as egotistical and somewhat narcissistic. There is nothing wrong with asking for help from the opposite gender. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can be a woman and ask for help from a man. It doesn't make you any less than. It doesn't make you lesser. Especially if the guy is just doing it to be nice. You know, like Jacob in the book. I don't like how she treats him sometimes. Like, once they formulate and, you know, establish a relationship and he comes to her rescue because she is literally psychically calling for help. Like, she is screaming for help because she knows she's in a dangerous situation. And he comes and he defends her the only way he knows how. You know, in the face of Skip, the only way to attempt to really face off him is to appear as like this macho man. She has known Jacob all her life. So for her to diminish his character to this one incident where he's playing a part in order to defend her really bothered me. That's what I said. Sometimes it comes off as egotistical, narcissistic. She should know him well enough to know this is not who he is. He's not acting this way just because they're in a relationship. He's acting this way to protect her. And she doesn't even give him a minute to speak or to do anything. She just goes right on the attack of him. It's just like, I'm a woman. I can take care of myself. I don't need you. Like, yeah, we get it. You're an ultra powerful witch. That doesn't mean you don't have to ask for help. It's okay. It does not make you lesser than, and it does not make you weak asking for help. I don't know if he needs to hear that, but there you go. You're not weak when you have to ask for help. It doesn't make you weaker. It doesn't make you lesser than. Everyone needs help. And I like the family unit she has with her friends because they call her out on her shit. They're just like, you were literally screaming for us psychically to come to your rescue. He beat us to the punch. You know? Would she have acted differently if her two female friends had come and saved her? For sure. You know? For sure she would have. It doesn't make her lesser than. And she does this, you know, she acts this, that's just like the biggest one that really just sets Jacob off. She acts like that a couple of times before, but not to the extreme. Them being in a relationship doesn't change the way he wants to take care of her. He's always wanted to take care of her in a certain way. So I like the character development because she grows beyond that. She grows to accept the fact that as much as she wants to do everything herself, she cannot. She needs the help. She may be an ultra powerful confluence warrior witch, but even she needs help. And I like that she kind of loosens the reins and lets loose of the control so that she can get the help she wants from the people who love her and want to take care of her. That way she can better help the people she loves and cares. You know, they're a family unit. So I really do appreciate that they don't back down and really, like, attack her. Not attack her, but really say, hey, Emerson, calm the fuck down. Get a hold of yourself. Like, you're acting ridiculous. Like, you're blowing this way out of proportion. You know, they pretty much say what I say. It's okay to ask for help. Doesn't make you lesser than. So I really enjoyed that part of the story, you know, the character dynamics, the character growth, because Emerson does grow beyond that incident. In fact, that incident helps her realize, wow, really should think about how I perceive your actions towards me, and really should acknowledge the fact that I know who you are. I've known who you are all my life. This doesn't change our dynamic in our relationship. So, you know, I'm here for it. I enjoyed it. It was a really good story. I liked the misfitty kind of group that we had here. I like that they all have these different familiars. I love the magical realism to it. It was very enjoyable, and that slow burn romance, you know, I was invested in it. I was invested in these characters. I was invested in the romance between Jacob and Emerson. I loved it, actually. I was all here for it. But, needless to say, you know, it did have its hiccups with Emerson just being, like, kind of egotistical at times and somewhat narcissistic, which wasn't really that appealing, but at least she grows out of it. Now, I'm excited for the sequel. I needed it in my hands yesterday, last week, a month ago. I want to read it. I'm excited. So, on that note, I do have to give this book 4 out of 5 stars. It really was an entertaining and engaging read from beginning to end. Absolutely loved it. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, check it out yourself. If you are someone who's like me and you don't really read romance, but you like witchy stuff, and you're here for the characters, and you're here for the story, I think this is going to be a really good book for you. Because, again, I don't read romance. I avoid that section like the plague. But it had a really strong storytelling, really good characterization, good development. For me, that romance was secondary, and the story was central. So definitely check this out. I will include links on where to purchase the book in the description below. And on that note, I hope you all continue to support me here by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with all your book loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me Coffee, Ko-fi, Patreon, by purchasing one of my handmade candles, or by following any of my social media platforms. Links to everything will be in the description. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.